to go. Welcome everybody. Here we are for another day of ULTRALIGA. We're watching Z10 versus Goskilla. No, Goskilla, they had a pretty decent team last season. This season they got Vondra as a reinforcement. I'm actually gonna open up the ULTRALIGA page as well, just so we have like the list of names and everything. Yeah, Goskilla this season 2-3 right now, so not quite the ideal start. But as it seems, they actually lost to Comil, they lost to Rogue, and they lost to Devils. Oh, they actually lost to
Devils
Forsaken.
Is pretty strong. Devils is pretty strong now.
Yeah, Devils actually look pretty good. Forsaken as well. They're all kind of in the middle of the pack.
It's stacked.
Yeah, and then Z10 coming out from win from Illuminar that proved to be quite a strong team. Hopefully, I mean, this game should be easier, right, Gatsu? On paper, this game is a lot easier than the one yesterday.
I mean, on paper, we should win this easy, and honestly, 2 games in a row we got Annie left open, and I hope they won't ban it again. It's working really well with that Predator and everything, and also I hope VZZ will just continue to play Little Tempo Champs and just to play around him. And we also pick always a tank on top. So I hope for some... I just hope they'll do the same thing because it's working. If we drop this game, it's gonna be bad for us. And I just hope they will not experiment and play like they played last games.
Yeah, we're gonna see what is going on here. Now, Zola asking why clean feed link on Discord. I'm not really sure what that's about, but... hopefully should be resolved, and yeah, we actually are hitting.
Maybe Jack is sent in wrong room, but yeah, we got it.
That's actually a possibility. I'm gonna check out the. Okay, there we go. Perfect, and we're gonna switch right into the. Champs League that for some reason is a bit bugged for me, so hopefully I can get it resolved really fast.
No problem, no problem.
But
I can talk about bans.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead, and I'm gonna transfer it over, so we're gonna see what's going on as well.
Sure. So yeah, Goskilla, I mean, Z10 banned Gangplank, so they don't want to see that the Gangplank is really good into tanks, and they think it's just because of the scaling and that ultimate, and also we ban Gwen. We are banning Gwen every game. I'm not sure why, but I think the idea is that we will just... Oh, they banned Gwen, my bad. But yeah, the idea is that Mumush wants to play tank and we just denied all the picks that destroy tanks on top. So I think it's gonna be Ornn if they don't ban it again.
Yeah, I mean, he's making jokes about, weak side top lane, but I mean, still, if it works, it works. Doesn't really matter. Gangplank is gonna get removed as well as the Gwen Kog'Maw as well for the Kog'Maw Lulu, and VZ is not gonna get that. But still, a lot of picks that work really good. I believe. So, they can still play Jinx if they want. And I still think that, Mush can, or rather VZ can pull out some Kai'Sa Vayne or something like that as well.
Yeah, also the Talia, like, this champ is banned every game.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically it's common ban now. Also Seraphine, it's really good. You can play it on mid or bot. It's good flex pick, so we remove that as well. I just don't want to see Jinx ban now. I just hope they won't ban Jinx. I think we'll go for Jinx. Illusion, okay?
The
also
question
good
is,
flex pick.
do you go Jinx with Lulu, or do you go Jinx with like Nautilus or something like that? Oh, Aphelios?
Okay.
I mean,
go Jinx.
both picks, both
Jinx.
picks work kind of similar. I just think Jinx is a little bit better in the current meta right now. But I feel like that works. Senna actually works as well. She's really strong right now.
Yeah. We forgot about Senna. And also, yeah, Aphelios is buffed next patch, but this is still like last patch.
Yeah.
And I think from next patch we're gonna see Aphelios as well. Also Zeri, I hope. Zeri will be picked 100% next patch. So yeah, I think that Senna is pretty buffed. It's still not the patch where she got nerfed, and they picked... they picked Ziggs, no? They're changing to Xerath, and also they picked Viego. So Viego is like S+ tier.
Is that Xerath for Annie? They left Annie open.
Yeah, we got Annie. Yeah, we got Annie. Okay, but we are baiting... No, they took Jinx. No. But yeah, still it's gonna be support. I forgot that you can play in this patch Senna ADC, so yeah, we already got ADC.
Yeah, you can play it, you can flex it as well. I mean, VZ played Karthus before, so I don't know, maybe there are some streams they know. The best strat that works. Tam Kench also a viable option, but the question is now, will Sebex lock in the Annie? Into Jinx, it's really good. Jinx without Tam Kench, and most likely not gonna have Morgana support. It's gonna be really hard to peel, but I think Lulu could be a bit of an issue. I feel like Lulu is something that can in late game peel, or just make Jinx tanky enough, but ooh, actually Kindred is gonna get picked here. Besides
Second time for you.
Yeah.
This is like second time for you. It worked well first game. But I'm not sure how well is Kindred into Viego. I mean, it's a hard matchup for Jinx. I mean, for Kindred for sure. I played that matchup a lot, and like you said, they picked Lulu. That could be the issue. Lulu Jinx is just really good.
I mean, I think they're gonna ban Annie no matter what. I mean, even if they pick Lulu, I still think they're gonna most likely remove Annie, and then they might just pick Victor. I mean, by the looks of it, they're just going for a very Annie's gonna be banned. I think they're just going for a very like consistent and tested team comp, because like, you know, Viego, Jinx, Lulu, you can't really go wrong. Those picks they're nothing too risky, they're nothing too dangerous, they're nothing that makes you have to play in a specific way, or just you know, play the game as it is. And yeah, I think Victor is something they're gonna be aiming for, but we're gonna see if Z10 reading that perfectly and banning the Victor, which I honestly like a lot.
Yeah, every game we baited enemy to pick Victor, and Sebex picked Annie, and it worked really well. Victor was just out of game in late game. He gets one shot, he can't move from CC. Also, he got out roamed with Predator Annie, and now since they banned Annie, I think this is a ideal ban that we banned Victor. Also, Olaf is really good on top, so in jungle as well, but we got jungler at the moment, so they banned Olaf for the top lane. I'm not sure what will be picked on mid. Not many picks left, to be honest. Syndra is really good now, and they banned Azir. Last game they banned Azir as well. I'm not sure what's with Azir. I thought last game that the mid laner of Illuminer is playing Azir, but I'm not sure. It's second time we're banning Azir. Also Lissandra, yeah, they can pick Lissandra with Viego. It's really good. Okay, they're taking Ornn from. Yeah, they're taking our picks. They're doing the same thing. I mean, it's really good for them, to be honest.
I think Corki is decent, actually, for Sebex here. If they go Lissandra with the Lissandra Viego combo, Corki is good into Lissandra. He can just keep out of range and just poke her with rockets. It's good into Lulu as well, because she can't actually heal up the damage. And okay, Gatso?
Okay.
What is this?
Okay.
What is this?
It's gonna be Lilia top in Torn, I think.
Oh, I like that. I think
it's gonna be Lilia top.
I think that's really good. She can just run like a million miles an hour and just smack that Ornn until he dies. Especially with the build, he can go Leandre, he can go Demonic, he can melt him. And then Tristana as well is gonna get...
Tristana, okay. But in my opinion, they're kinda experimenting with this draft, but I like it. But it's kinda experiment, in my opinion.
I like the Lilia a lot. I don't see too many things that can go wrong if she doesn't like... Oh, I hate this.
I hate this, man. Look at their late game. Ornn, Vladimir, Lulu, Viego. I mean, they have team comp that is... Every game we had the team comp that is outscaling except one game when they had Kayle on top and we had the Gwen. And that game we also had like a good team comp that can win. We were like maybe like 5%. 5% I mean worse in late game, but this game I think they got late game. We need to force this game a lot and try to finish it ASAP, to be honest.
Did you see the lanes?
No.
Ornn stayed mid.
Really?
Yes. Ornn stayed mid.
That's good for them.
Yes, and then they sent Vladimir top into the Lilia, which is actually really smart.
Can you just decide if... I mean, can you just let the Mumush go mid into Ornn and...
Oh, yeah, you can, but I think that there's a rule. Or there was a rule before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that like 15 or 20 seconds before the whole thing locks, you can't swap last second, right? So I think you have like up until like 20 or 15 seconds on the countdown that you can't swap the players.
And they didn't swap.
Or rather champions. But you can still send Mumush mid if you want. Mumush can play mid, you know, you can have Sebex play top lane, but they can swap champions. And we saw Ghost as well on that Vlad being locked in. So, you know, I'm pretty sure Wonder is going to play Vladimir no matter what, but I think it's still pretty weird for them to send the Vlad into Lilia, because Lilia can't stack up the moves with as much on the Vlad, especially if he runs something like a phase rush to disengage every time she tries to go in. So I think, you know, all in all, Goskilla played the draft honestly really well. Yeah.
True. Draft is really good for Goskilla. Look at the odds. 89% for Z10 from the staff. I mean, from the votes, and 11% for Goskilla. But this draft, to be honest, is really good for Goskilla, and they got pretty much good chances to stay in this game. I mean, they should honestly send Lilia to play against Thorn. If you send Lilia against Vladimir, I'm not sure what she can do at all.
Yeah, actually, same. I think it's gonna be a very difficult lane. Like Lilia can get some MR. She can go for Force of Nature, but I think that's gonna be like second or third item at best. You know, you're not really able to rush that item and then make much sense of it. And then Tristana, you don't actually have to go for the early MR, considering she just scales so much better. But yeah, hopefully soon we're gonna be jumping right into the game, and I can't wait to see how the level 1 plays out. Like, what is the plan of both teams? Are we gonna see some invades? Are we gonna see you know, maybe some weird things to even out what Goskilla did in the draft, because their cheese is really good, and I'm afraid of only one thing, and something that happens very often in these games, and I'm sure Gaca, you've seen that a lot as well, where both teams keep swapping laners. You know, like, for example, Ornn is going to go mid into Lilia, and then Ornn is going to go up. Yeah, and that favors the better scaling team, because you lose so much time in that rotation that the whole game slows down. So everybody has items later, everybody's like just lower level in general, and then it's just going to drag out the game. So I'm afraid of that happening, and I hope Z10 has a concrete plan of how to just, you know, make sure that the game is closed out early on.
Yeah, that's true indeed. I mean, you can just swap lanes, go back in same time, swap lanes, and you will lose CS. The team that swaps after will just lose CS. So yeah, basically this will be a mind game after all. And I think we need to invade. I think we need to make some play early. We got Tamkench, we got Senna, we got 3 range champs, we got Tristana who can jump level 1. And I think their like level 1 is much worse than ours. So yeah, they're trying to invade already, we can see, and they're doing good job. They are not spotted on vision. Can we sync time? It's 43, 44, 45?
45, 46,
okay,
47.
they saw us, but I think we can kill him.
I think it's good.
Okay,
Baby
let's
gonna
go,
be in
let's
trouble.
go.
This is gonna be first blood for sure, and that's gonna be first blood for Lilia. Momush that. I feel like he needed that. Maybe he can just go boots now and then just get more pots, and then he can actually like play more aggressive into the Vlad. That could be one of the things. And yeah, 4 pots and boots. That's actually perfect for him. Can we just double check that we sync the time, by the way? So 109, 110, 111.
Okay, wait. It's replay now.
Okay, okay.
I think we're like 1 second or 2 seconds off.
Yeah, because I paused because I was a kid, so I just wanted to make sure I didn't post too much. 21, 22.
22, 23.
Yeah,
nice.
that's perfect. Okay, so we got that first blood. Lilia got a pretty decent start, and as it seems, swaps are not going to be coming in on the side of Z10. Sebex is going to play into the Ornn, and he can just start E, maybe try to trade a little bit. He did cancel one basic attack, and that's going to end up being a pretty poor trade for him. It's an okay trade, but I mean, again, it's an Ornn. He has no items. He just bought refillable pots, so he's always going to be able to craft more health for himself on the bot side of the map as well. VZZ. I mean, both VZZ and Ryu have infinite scaling, so it's not like our late game is bad. It's just I'm just afraid of Vladimir because I don't think that champion is you know, fair. But
yeah, it's not fair champ indeed. But yeah, like we said, if this game, we can see that Ryu is like doing 3 camps into ganks. I mean, 2 buffs and 1 camp, and I think that aggression and this first blood can give us quite a good lead and get like early soul, and we can like even up, even though they are like a bit better scaling. And we can see also that enemy jungler is trying to get a camp. He knows that Kindred is not doing the red camp really good, and he'll take that extra camp from Ryuzaki, and maybe that will give him a lead, because Ryu is going for wolves, which is really strange for me. I thought he will go aggro, but he doesn't know if Viego is... I mean, he got vision on enemy red camp, I mean on Goskilla red camp, but still he's not moving. So yeah, a bit of unfortunate for Ryu, but I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to see if he can gank mid or top, or see where Viego is. But he's losing a lot of time here.
Oh yeah, as it seems, He did not get all that much, playing for that flip, hoping he gets a stack, and he did not get the stack. The stack is going to spawn on the bottom side of the map. Viego going up top, gonna see that that's been taken already. Ryu is gonna recall in nowhere. Warden is... They might actually go aggro here. Sebex jumping in, not connecting the E, and Warden just walking off. Trist jump pretty much for nothing there, but it's not really that big of a deal laning into the Ornn. You don't really need all that much mana, and Warden is gonna take away the bottom Crab, and with that the first stack of the game. The game starting off quite slowly, but pretty sure both teams want to scale up a bit. And Momosh actually trading quite well. I mean, if you look at it, Wonder has no health, no pots, and Momosh didn't use a single pot yet.
Yeah, I mean, that boots helped a lot for sure. And I mean, Vladimir, we know it's kind of weak in early game, but I'm scared for the bot lane. VZZ is stepping up here, and but we got a counter gank on time. VZZ is in trouble here. He needs a flash for sure. Maybe he'll dodge, but not. Diego got the kill, and Voitush is flashing off. I'm not sure that Ryu can do anything here, and this will be our first, the first kill for Goskilla.
Yeah, it's gonna be one kill for a Goskilla here. Viego gonna be the one that gets that one, and yeah, just a bit off timing. Warden was on the bot side of the map, got that crab, rotated right down, and with no items as well, just showed up, made sure he gets that kill. So decent gank by Goskilla. We're gonna see again what exactly happened with Warden. Did not even recall. Ryu went back and, you know, losing that time, going for the recall. Getting the double longsword, sure, but showing up a little bit too late for the party means VZZ just had no chance of surviving. Voitush, on the other hand, was forced to use his summoner flash as well, but all in all, Goskilla here getting that upper hand in the trade. 1-1 and 300 gold lead here for Z10 still, but kind of curious to see how this all plays out now. Ryu walking up to the bottom side of the map. Tom Kench is gonna jump in with that Abyssal Void, trying to get Baybrook. Root is gonna connect. No, Jinx has flash, but not respecting. Is this gonna be enough damage here? Ryu going in for the flash of Baybrook is gonna be in trouble, and he will most likely fall here. That's gonna be the case. The improved turret damage here, doing all that much, but not enough. And Baybrook just straight up not respecting that Root, just costing his life.
Did you saw the last hit? Like VZZ was full HP, and like the third or fourth hit from Tower did like 75% to him. It's so insane how towers are buff.
Yeah, turrets are giga broken at this point. But
this is very good.
Yeah, they got the kill. But the kill is on Tom Kench, but of course he's getting the farm as well. So, you know, getting the extra gold on the guy that's actually farming can always be pretty decent. Of course, I'd like to see VZ getting some kills as well. That Senna is gonna scale pretty hard into the late game as well. We saw some situations where Senna with enough stacks can actually solo kill a Vlad late game, and that's something that you know, maybe we're not gonna have to find out if that's the case, but still, Momosh here going in for the trade on Vondro. Vladimir ult being used, and ooh, actually we're gonna get that sleep in. Momosh gonna try to get some additional damage in. W will not connect, but still, either way, not enough damage to get the kill. But yeah, as I was saying, Senna, she can outrange the Vlad. If she has any form of a slow and she does on her Q, she can just kite him away from his Q and his E. And that's something that, you know, VZ could use quite well if the game tends to, you know, go past, let's say, 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The only issue that Momosh is having now is the mana, so I hope he'll get the mana crystal and maybe Lost Chapter soon. No, he's going full aggro with 2 amp tomes, but still we can see the Warden starting the Drake. He can take this easy. He got Crab as well, and Ryu is on red buff. I think that Ryu will get maybe level 6 after this red, or he will need like one more camp. He's nearly after 6 after this, and Warden is taking a free Drake. It's not a big of a deal, and Ryu still need a little bit of experience to get that level 6. I think that Ryu should focus around bot now, because they don't have sums, and I mean, Jinx doesn't have sums, but still it's kind of killable with Voitush. Can just press one spell and get near him and even knock him up.
Yeah, we see Trist here just taking that free farm. I'm surprised to see the lack of Khal in Sebex. I expected into the Ornn. He's just gonna go for Khal, try to just farm up a little bit more, get that gold a little bit faster, but Sebex opting to go for the Zerg boots, a little bit of extra movement speed. Always pretty decent. Now Momosh should know that Wonder's ult is back up, and Wonder has Ignite as well, so Momosh does have to be careful. Not a lot of MR on that Lilia and on that Vlad, which is really surprising to me that Vladimir didn't opt to go for magic resist in his runes. considering he knew he's gonna play top lane, it's most likely gonna be the Lilia, but I guess he's just more afraid of Tristana, and in the case of a lane swap, he wanted to make sure Tris can't just jump and one-shot him, but still, TP being thrown mid by Sevix. Just wanting to continue on with the farm, and 3-man group onto the mid lane, but not really much there. Momosh, can he get that solo kill? The sleep is gonna come in. Momosh
Yes.
waiting for that to come out, and he's gonna get that kill. Solo kill for Momosh. 2-0 on the Lilia, and yeah, the weak side king for sure can get some stuff done in a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, he gets to play the game. We can see the replay here. He maybe cheesed the Vlad. I'm not sure what happened, but Vladimir was like half HP here. Yeah, he got hit by every spell, and Vladimir didn't expect that much damage. And the good stuff is that even if Vladimir goes full, he's still in sleep mode from that Lilia, and Lilia can just do QRW and kill him. I'm wondering if Momush will go for anti-heal and try to hard stomp the lane, or he will just go for that. I mean, this game he should go for the. Okay, this is in trouble here. Okay, it's good that Jinx didn't R. But yeah, I'm wondering if he'll go for anti-heal or he'll just go for Leander. It's his first item, and yeah, this was a good block from Voitush. Yeah, they're having trouble on bot, but still I think they can stay in lane. VZZ can just heal, and also the Jinx is out of mana, and she can't do much without mana and her ultimate as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm confused that Tris didn't went for Kal. It's Ornn lane, you can't kill that Ornn. You'll just get tanky items and it's impossible to kill him, and you just try to outfarm him and get as much gold as possible. So yeah, I'm just curious why he didn't went for that Kal as well. Also, we can see that Jinx have Kraken Slayer already, which is only from farm since she's 0-2. And also, I'm wondering, what do you think that Senna will build this game? I think Eclipse is like really good into their comp, but I'm not sure after.
It is, but he's going Kraken, which I think is really strange. But yeah, I think Eclipse is just a little bit better, considering he can just chunk that high health Ornn and the Vladimir. With Kraken, you wanna be basic attacking a lot, and into Jinx, into Viego, into Vladimir, you might not have the window to just stand and shoot for like 4 seconds. So yeah, VZZ seems to be going for the Kraken, but we did talk about itemization last game with him as well, or the previous week, and he said, we did the math, Kraken equals more damage, so I built Kraken, so I guess that's what he wants. VZZ damaging Cospect a little bit, but still not finding all that much. Momo just enjoying life on the top side against Vondro. 0 MR still on Lilia, but somehow just completely out-trading him, and I feel like Goskilla, at least their early game plan is just falling to dust, because they picked the Vlad, they cheesed with the Ornn swap, and Vladimir is still losing, and Tristana is still getting free farm.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good for us, but we still need to force the objectives to get like Drake, to get Herald, to get some more. I mean, we got Herald. I'm sorry I didn't see that, but I'm not sure if this is gonna work. We'll get like 3 plates, and that's all. VZZ is trying to rotate as well. They want 3 plates at least from this, and this is pretty good for us. We are forcing, we need to do that, and we should just grab the next Drake and just try to snowball as much as possible. And yeah, like you said, like Momush was, we talked with him yesterday in an interview. I asked him, does he enjoy like playing tanks every game, and he's like, he was like, I enjoy it, but I want to play some other champs. And maybe he said that he'll maybe play some. I asked him about Kale in next patch, and he was like, maybe, because we saw like even this patch Kale on top, and the champ is getting picked in China, pretty much blind pick as well. So we'll see. Next patch will be fun to watch. Maybe some Zeri mid as well. This is starting Drake here. I'm not sure what's happening, but we're trying to get vision also. Ooh, Warden is in trouble here. Oh, this was close. With the W landed, I think we could have killed him.
Yeah, at least force the flash and the ult over the wall, but even then, that would be pretty much almost as good as killing him, if not better, because they can't contest Drake, and for 5 minutes he wouldn't have any flash, but we might see a smite fit here, or maybe just a full drop here. Momosh is going to be in some trouble, and Vondro getting that shutdown solo kill by Vondro using Ghost Ignite, and
I'm confused.
I don't think he used the ult, actually. I mean, look at his cooldown. He didn't use the ult in that fight.
I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. Momush got chunked from Vondro.
Well, he greeted not to be equal, actually. Yeah, that was an
Oh, he
overforce.
missed Q. Yeah.
He missed
Q.
W.
And the
He-
W. Oh.
yeah, W and
Oh.
Q, and he recalled. Yeah, that
And
was not
flash.
ideal.
And also he burned flashed. Oh. Yeah, he couldn't use R because he missed everything. Oh, this is so close. He was
Yeah,
almost out
that
of
was
range.
unlucky. That was really unlucky.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. When he missed his Q, he could have just W away and run to tower and flash to tower. And he just went completely... Look at this. I'm not sure what happened. Look at the flash after the W. I think that move just got lost.
Yeah, I think here
he
you
played
just
too many
W. He W'd to kill a minion. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and he flashed not to tower and Vladimir got ghost.
Oh, Wojtusz.
that-
Really good by Wojtusz there to block that, honestly. I think he would kill anybody else, but he knew that he has enough armor to just tank that ult mush. Walking back up top lane, Leandri's done. Now he did hit that W. The damage is gonna be there, of course, with that Leandri's, but this matchup is so hard because
trouble.
Lilia needs to play that perfectly, and Warden is walking up on the top side of the map, wanting to gank Momush, but Momush right now just backing off, not really wanting to risk, I guess, learning from his previous mistake. But Warden is just dancing around top. It feels like he wants to die, which I don't think is gonna happen, especially not in this patch. He might be rotating down mid, and mid lane we see the free farm fest that is Sabix on 155 CS, 156 CS. At less than 15 minutes of the game, Sabix now does not just have to jump in, just here basicing a couple of times, but other than that, he can just chill and farm. Random ignite here from that spellbook coming in. But yeah, Sabix, I think he's more than fine in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is to get Kraken Slayer, to get that LDR, Infinity Edge, and then you can even melt Thorn. He's doing quite a lot of damage to Thorn with Kraken Slayer now, but when he gets that LDR, he'll be maybe in position to kill him. I'm just kind of worried that we dropped 2 Drakes here, and that bot lane is having a lot of trouble. So yeah, I mean, their team comp is really good in late game. So I just hope we'll try to force, and we can see that, yeah, Varden just wants to take CS. I mean, he used D, so they know where he is. They got ward. They will just try to deny, and they'll just drop the first tower, and we're like 300 gold ahead still, 200, and Ryu is trying to path on top. We can see that Momush is having a lot of trouble. He will use the slip, but I'm not sure if he can just go near him now, but I think Ryu will just finish him off. Yeah. Okay, nice. We got something at least for that trade on bot tower, and we'll maybe take the top tower, but they are catching the tempo. They are getting mid tower as well. It's melting pretty fast because plates are down and tower are dropping fast. Use Herald on top as well. We'll get the crash on tier 2 tower, I think. If Ryu wants to force it, he can just get few CS and go back, but he needs to be careful because they're rotating fast. No, don't grid for cannon. No, Ryu, no. Why? Okay, but I'm not sure. Warden used flash. I mean, why?
I don't know, he's still gonna get the mid turret as well, so I think it's an okay trade, not the deal that you died clearly on the top side of the map, but still getting that tier 1 mid opening up the map quite well as well. Ryu, he did really great for that, for sure, but yeah, top turret, next push, doesn't even need to be a big push, just next person that shows up to that tier 2 is gonna get the turret. Warden really greeting out, but just showing that, you know, he's taking this jungle matchup pretty personally.
Yeah.
And yeah, the dragon is up in 45 seconds, so that's most likely where we're gonna see the next fight.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see the fight for this one. If you'll... It's Mountain Drake. They got Thorn. They got champs that can use that Mountain Soul really well. That extra shield, that extra tankiness will help them a lot. So I think we must get a fight here. Also, Vladimir is level 12. Same as Lilia, he can do a lot in team fight. So this will be like the moment where we will see if we can win the fight, or it will be hard after if we lose this Drake. We're setting up the vision. This fight will be like crucial in this game.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see who gets the better engage here. The root connecting onto Dorn. He's gonna walk up, getting away from his Jinx, and Z10 currently has the better position. Triple Kraken as well is gonna mean the dragon is falling quite fast as well as that. Leandri's on Mumushin. Now we're still waiting for that play. Ooh, Vondro getting a 4-man Vlad ult. This is going to be pretty bad for Zitan. They have to back off. I think they just have to drop the Drake now. Mumush trying to get the play, throwing the Zonya, throwing the ult. Sen ult is going to come right in. Ryu and VZ in the backline, but Mumush is going to fall and out. Goskilla has the momentum. Vondro doing a lot of damage, but now VZZ is the one that turns that around. One more basic attack. Lulu ult is going to come in, but flash from VZ. Basic attack is going to be enough to get Vondro down as well. And now they completely turn the fight, and this should be a free Drake. Now, hopefully, I don't think there's a reason to greed there. Just get the Dragon, rotate mid, try to defend the tier 1, and it looked perfect for Goskilla, but Zitan just managing to turn that around perfectly.
I mean, I'm really happy. At one point, like I said, I thought we were dropping the Drake, we will lose like one member or two, and we'll fight for that soul. But this was really good turn. Also, the follow-up on Vladimir. The Vladimir was... Vondro did a really good job. Look at this. He jumped from BlastCon and did like 4-man R and E and W. Mumush was like left alone in the backline, but he stole the game. I mean, he did like 3-man R, and he did a pretty good stall there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was...
a really good job by both top laners, to be honest.
And also VZ just being in that fight extended as a Senna. Doesn't matter that he's level 8. I mean, when he gets levels, he's going to be even more dangerous, but I feel like he's doing so much, just constantly damaging, constantly healing, just making sure that the pressure is there, and I feel like VZZ, as soon as he gets some levels under him and, you know, a little bit more souls, his impact is going to be even greater in this game. But yeah, so far Goskilla proving to be a pretty dangerous opponent. Of course, they do have to be careful about Viego and Gatso. Iceborne Viego, can you tell us like what's going on there? He has the Bami Cinder.
I mean, I saw that. Let's see the fight first. Okay, Sabex is okay. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of that. It's good if you get like Bork as first item. You can still have a lot of damage. You can slow the enemy like 2 times with that 2 items, but I don't like it. I mean, I saw it. They got tank, they got Ornn. I don't think like he needed that much. Also, they will just melt him with 3 Kraken Slayers, and they will have 2 LDRs as well. We can see that Kindred is going for LDR. We can see that Trist is going for LDR. And I'm not sure how much that tank item will help him in this situation. You're playing against 4 squishy champs, and why? I go tank.
Yeah, Voitosh here, and VZZ clearing a death, a mid lane, rotating towards the crab. That should just be taken by Mumush here, of course. VZZ currently only 1 item, but of course he wants that time, he wants to scale. They need to be careful about Vondro though, because a little bit more later into the game, and Vondro's 4-man R is gonna kill 4 people, and you know, you still have the AD carries. Now, you do have Kindred to play around the Vlad, so that's one thing, of course. You can make sure that you survive the burst, but then hopefully after that you're gonna have enough damage to follow up. And I think that's the whole game plan here, is that, you know, you let Vlad go in, he ults, he throws everything, Ryu just ults, make sure everybody's alive inside that Kindred ult, and then after that you can make all the plays you need. Sabex now getting that tier 2 on the bottom side, actually tipping out maybe a little bit too early, but the tier 2 is still alive. Ryu jumping the wall. Now he does have to be careful about the Ornn ult. Ryu is gonna get eaten by Voitosh here, spat right out. Vondro trying to walk up, but nothing there. Now Lilia is the one making pressure topside, while Sabex from his base is running down mid.
Yeah, I mean, we got that TP advantage because Vladimir is with Ignite and Ghost, and I think that we should wait for Spike here. When we get like 3 items on Tristana, or when we get like 2 or 3 items on Kindred and 2 or 3 items on Senna, I think we are stronger at that point. But when I get like 4 items, I think they're stronger than us. So we should wait for next Drake for sure, and see what Sabex can pick up. Maybe an extra BF sword, maybe extra pickaxe. I'm not sure how much gold he has, and we can see that Ryu finished his LDR as well, and now we're kind of melting every champ in their team. But we still need to be careful to use that Kindred R in good time, and also, like you said, Voitosh R is really important as well to disengage and help carries to survive.
I'm just thinking here, like, both teams need anti-heal, like, a lot more than they have it.
Yeah.
And, of course, I mean, you have Viego and Vladimir on one side, so you really want to cut that. And then on the other side, you have Kindred. And I think if you don't have anti-heal on the Kindred ult, especially later on into the game, it's a pretty dangerous thing because, you know, when the Kindred ult expires and Vladimir already threw his combo, then everybody might be healthy enough, of course. Right after that, the Senna ult can come in, the Senna heal can come in, the Tahm Kench Devour comes in. That's so much extra health you get. That just make sure you stay alive more than long enough in that fight. So I think both teams are going to itemize into that anti-heal pretty damn soon. Vladimir going for that death cap. But now we're going to see maybe a fight here. Cosmic taking some damage, Ryu as well, Jinx doing quite a lot with that rapid fire cannon. Ornn thinking about maybe throwing an engage down in the mid lane. Not a lot of damage on the Ornn, but still, when those Krakens start proccing, we're going to be seeing a lot higher numbers either way. And Ornn gonna go in for the ult. This is gonna be a two-man ult, but Wojtusz actually eating Senna here, so not gonna be all that scary. Ornn with a decent knock. Vladimir might come in, throw the ultimate. Flatty is gonna be in trouble. Ryu is getting it one kill, then he throws the ultimate. It's gonna be really good now. Everybody running to the Kindred ult, making sure they get that heal. Warden is quite low as well. Vladimir is gonna damage Mumush enough for Baber to finish that off, and now it's a 1-for-1 fight. Both teams kinda low, but of course you have VZZ just healing. So VZZ just needs something to hit so he can heal up everybody, and I think this is still contestable. Sebex, however, not that much health.
We're just waiting here, and Dragon is resetting, but still, I'm not sure that VZZ can do a lot here. Yeah, they'll just leave it. I mean, this was a decent fight, but still, we couldn't get the Drake, and they're on soul point. I'm just scared if they get that soul, it will be hard for us. We can see the replay here. I mean, this Ornn ulti didn't do much, to be honest. Wojtusz was just out. And this was good. His knock-up did a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Here, yeah, Flatty did a little bit too much. I feel like the kill into the Kindred ult was really good because that's what you want. You want to make a pick and then Kindred ult, but Warden managing to flash out literally at 0 health. If they killed Warden there, it would be a completely different story. Without the jungler, Ryu was still there. You know, I think the Dragon was a lot more contestable in that situation, and 3 Drakes, 4 Goskilla is still quite dangerous. Z10 has that, I'd say, a slight gold lead, 25 minutes in. You know, bleeding like 2k gold is not really all that big, but still, I just feel like, you know, more items need to be there. And currently VZ, I feel like he's just not getting enough. He's not getting the kills, he's not getting assists because there is just isn't that many kills on the map. But, you know, he's level 10 with an item and a half. Barely even a half, and he needs more. Yeah, he's playing Senna. He needs to get more items under his belt if he wants to make a difference. And maybe this is gonna be a peak route. He's gonna connect onto Cosplay. They have no vision in that brush, but Tahm Kench is gonna go, you know, can they burst the Lulu is the main question here. Wojtusz just tanking so much, hitting that Devour Lulu is gonna die, and Tristana is gonna get a turret as well. Now this was a pretty decent fight because Vlad now is alone. He did throw the ultimate just to survive, but now Sebex and Mumush can damage this turret, that's for sure. Ornn is gonna throw the TP down, and they're gonna back off and maybe rotate mid, get some turret damage there, or maybe just go for the Baron.
I mean, this is a really good force, I think, because we got like 3 Kraken Slayers, we can melt this Baron as well, and they use TP. And this was really good play, like you said, because we were 2 on bot pushing the tower and Vladimir was alone, and we also picked Lulu off, and this will be a free Baron. No way this happened.
Oh,
there is no way.
Viego getting that Baron, and that's gonna be...
Oh, this will cost us.
Quite bad for us, exactly. This will cost us quite a lot of Vladimir. With that Baron buff and only Warden falling. We're most likely going to see a replay of that, but...
it was on 300 HP. I'm not sure what Ryu was doing. 350 or 400. Ryu had R. You can use R if you're not confident. You can use Smite. I'm not sure. And he went blindly into that, I think. Look at this.
Yeah, we're going to see exactly what happened. They did ward only the angle, but the top side wasn't really full of vision. And yeah, we're going to see Ryu did not have Smite. He didn't have Smite.
Yeah.
He didn't have Smite at all.
1 second after the Baron. But you can arst. I'm not. Oh my! I'm just sad. Like 1 second or 2 seconds off. I was just why he didn't Smite, and yeah, he didn't have Smite.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
like 1 second after Baron.
Yeah, the play was to throw R there, of course, as you said. R to buy time for your Smite, and then you just have that. You know, especially as somebody that is playing the Kindred, you're gonna know exactly when that heal is gonna come in, and yeah, that was.
And still, the Baron will heal more than the Viego can burst it after. So if you just kill Viego after the heal comes off, he can't smite it because it will be over 1.5k or 2k.
Yeah, this was extremely unfortunate here. Now is the question of what can we do, because they're gonna have that Baron pressure up until the Dragon spawns, and that's gonna be a soul Mountain Soul on Vlad. Is one of the worst things that can happen, because he just has so much innate health. And ooh, actually, Cosmic maybe he's overstepping a lot, but he just Lilia is too far. Tristana is not even there, and as it seems right now, the plan is for Sebex to split push 300 CS on Tristana. Sure, he's strong, but what can he do is the question. Ornn is gonna throw that recall, go back to base, defend the bot side of the map, but
Still not sure how Senna is so much behind in gold. I mean, same kill as Jinx, but I'm still not sure. I mean, I'm not that Senna is not farming, but I'm still confused that you can be like 1.5 items down. He's down like 3.5k gold.
yeah, this is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. As said, Senna is somebody that, you know, scales quite well with the items as well, and
They should have picked Card Senna.
yeah, I mean, you have just Senna
open.
support. Senna
Yeah.
support just does so much, and we can see here that that the worst thing is that Wojtusz is so far behind as well, and he has the farm. He has 166 CS. He has a kill and 5 assists, but then he's also like on the lower scale, and we can see just how much gold you know, Wojtusz and VZ do not have, and that gold he just wasted basically on that 100 CS that maybe nobody took, which is not really all that ideal for our squad. And Drake is up in 4 seconds. Goskilla wants to force a fight here. Ornn is gonna do just that, full aggro on that Lulu. Candy bursts her down, the flash is gonna come in from Sebex, that's gonna be 1 kill. Now Gospek did fall, and now the fight is gonna continue. Baber damaging over the Volt, the Kindred ult is not quite gonna connect on to Wojtusz, and that's gonna be 1 more kill for them. Now Ornn is gonna fall as well, and the fight continues. Smush is gonna fall. Baber with the recess, this is gonna be quite poor because VZZ cannot do enough, and that's gonna be a pentakill for Baber.
Yeah, I mean, we just tried to force a Lulu. We threw a lot of summoner spells and spells to kill the Lulu, and also I don't think that Ryu R was good because Baber just stacked his little tempo and his rockets, and we can see that little tempo AD carries are really good. Also, I'm not sure what happened there. We'll see a replay. Look at the Ryu R after that.
I think Ryu's R was supposed to save Wojtusz, but Wojtusz was out of that, and then Jinx just over the wall, completely free DPSing. Momush broke the sleep, and Lilia just continued to shoot, and we can see Wojtusz just being like 20 rage. He could have flashed into the Kindred ult just to survive a bit longer, because as soon as Baber got the reset, it was pretty much over. There was nothing to kill Baber there, even though it was pretty close. It was maybe like an attack from Ryu and an attack from Senna, but Baber just getting full free DPS. He had the stopwatch as well during that entire fight, so that was really not that ideal. And now 10-10, but Goskilla has that Mountain Soul as well. The game getting more difficult literally by the second here for our players. Ryu, decent damage going towards that Infinity Edge, but still pretty far off. And then VZZ completing his second item on the other side. Baber getting his 4th one down.
He's almost full build. I mean,
yeah,
he got
exactly.
stopwatch to use and get Guardian or Bloodthirster, and he's done. And also look at the Vladimir, 11 stacks. He got Void Staff, Protobelt, Rabadon. It's gonna be quite hard to win the fight against that team comp and Mountain Soul. I think we need to try to split and catch and not fight 5v5. I'm not sure that we can pull off a winning fight in this at this time.
It feels like everything just has to go completely perfectly here. And, you know, one small mistake and there goes Jinx with the Penta. We see the ult coming in. It's gonna give vision of Ryu, if anything. What's going on there? Sebex does have to be careful, just jumping right out. Knows that, you know, that Hex Drinker at this point of the game is not gonna be enough to protect him. And
yeah, I mean, against Vlad with Void Staff.
yeah, he's level 17 as well. 11 stacks on the Magi as well. Wonder is just so strong. Even though he's 1-3, and he really didn't have that great of a game. He's just playing a champion that just does all that much, and with, you know, all the magic damage that comes from the Vladimir, Nazitan is forced to stack him more, and then you have the Jinx just having a field day now. Baron most likely will just fall. They cannot even contest it. Inches to back off, but Ornn is gonna throw the ult, and they're gonna go for the engage. It's gonna be a 3-man knockup. Wojtusz taking a lot of damage. Knockup from the Ornn is not gonna hit anything, but I think Goskilla is gonna be more than happy with the free Baron they just got.
Yeah, I mean, they got Baron, they got Flash from Wojtusz with just 1 R, and they'll just go back, or maybe they don't have anything to buy, they'll just go straight through top and try to force more and more, and try to try to finish the game with that Baron. Okay, I mean, Momosh is trying, but still he can get the sleep and he can get the damage, and he's down in like few seconds just from the Jinx. And yeah, like we said, this team comp works, but we need to force more not to drop that soul, and that Baron smite was like, I mean, the steal of Baron was pretty unfortunate here.
Yeah, Baber is just doing too much as well. You can see how much damage he's dealing with even a single basic attack. Sebix, of course, forced to go for the MR, as I said before, and we see Wojtusz getting completely melted here. Doesn't have too many items either, and there's gonna be a double inhib. Ryu maybe tries to find something. Sebix falls way too low, has to reset, and the bait inhib is gonna fall as well. This might as well be the final push here by Goskilla, but they opt to go back and I guess rotate and catch the bottom wave. They want a triple inhib. The root is gonna connect onto Lulu, but VZZ with not even enough stacks to attack there, and this is, as bad as it looks, it's still winnable. As soon as you lose your base with Senna, you get a crazy amount of souls really fast. But they have to ace Goskilla somehow and buy a couple more minutes for Senna to scale.
Yeah, I mean, but they are not giving us time to scale. They're just forcing bot without resetting, and we can see the cooldowns on R will come soon, like 20 seconds. But they can just rush the tower with the Jinx and do buff.
Yeah, Warren is not even taking damage. There's double LDR, triple Kraken, and he just completely tanking Momo. She's almost dead. The Jinx ult is gonna get time, but not gonna connect. Valley still tanking everything. The turret, the buff turret, and then just so many Krakens. It doesn't matter. And now Baber just got his get excited. VZZ needs to be careful. If he gets hit 2 times, he is dead, and the teleport is gonna come in. I think Z10 has to force the final fight, but there's just not enough damage on our side and way too much damage on the enemy side. Vladimir coming right in with the ult, and I think that's gonna be that. Everybody's falling a minus of Wojtusz, but the Nexus, most importantly, is gonna fall as well, and Goskilla is gonna take this one.
Yeah, I was scared after that draft. I mean, like I said, maybe I jinxed it. I said before the game, we shouldn't experiment. We should pick Jinx, pick Kog'Maw, pick everything that is good with lethal tempo, maybe Kai'Sa. And I mean, we saw last split with Z on Sen as well. It didn't work that well for us, and I think that in this meta, you need to pick like scaling champs, and also we know that VDZ is insane on those champs that can use lethal tempo and scale.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I still feel like the game was winnable with this draft as well. I don't think like the draft lost the game. I think it was winnable, of course. You know, if they ever made as many mistakes, if they got in that Baron, which was a really big thing, of course, and then, you know, a couple more things, because Mumu started off pretty well, but then he just zoned out at some point. They just gave a solo kill as well. I think everybody made a significant amount of mistakes that just led to a loss. But yeah, I'm gonna fully agree with you. I think historically, Senna doesn't really work that well on VZ, even though he plays really well. Maybe they just picked Senna to get it off of you know, their hands. They didn't want Goskilla to play the Senna, but you know, it's really hard. Maybe just weak side Mumush again and then have Senna support or something like that if you really want to take it off. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. We have to agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game would be different if we took that Baron. That's for sure. But still, yeah, I mean, we should stick to our champs, to our playstyle, to play that weak side top with hard scale on bot, and we picked like 3 marksmen here in Torn. That's I mean, this comp was okay, like you said, it was winnable, but I think it was like too much experimenting and too much hard to pull off, and if you make like one mistake, like we saw that Baron still not having smite on Ryu's side was enough to lose the game.
Yeah, I mean, we did see the game start off pretty well with that first blood on the Jinx. And early on, it seemed like everything you know, was going towards our plan. Everything started really well. We were getting those kills as well. Momo just started snowballing top completely. But then at some point, as we mentioned, a couple mistakes were made, and then Goskilla managed to completely turn the game on its head, getting that soul as well. And yeah, we're gonna see right now on our screens that
Look at the smite.
Baron
I
steal
mean,
that,
look
yeah,
at.
was just
I mean, it shows
unfortunate.
that he have smite. Look at
No, no, no.
look at
You can
that.
see a little bar on the top, like on the little top. He was like,
Yeah,
yeah, and now it came off cooldown. Like, it was like,
yeah.
yeah,
1 second off.
yeah. It was literally 1 second.
I mean, this Baron would change game a lot. If we took this Baron, we wouldn't lose the soul. Probably we wouldn't force like this, and it could have been a different game. But yeah, it's unlucky to lose against the team that is not that good on paper, and to win like other games. But yeah, I mean, also, like I said, I'm not sure what's the idea. Senna is nerfed. I mean, next patch, it's not gonna be played that much. But yeah, we tried with Senna. We tried with. What's the name of the champ? Tamkench, and yeah, it went a bit bad this game. And yeah, this was just a cleanup after Baber took like Penta and full item build with Lulu. Just insane.
Yeah, I still think that if anything, it's better this happens now than in
Yeah,
well,
let's
actually
double it.
we can maybe go back and see this as well. Yeah, the damage 52k by the Jinx as well, and yeah, we did throw the game. It was
Yeah.
3.4k gold in our favor and the 9k in the very end. Jinx does just doing so much. Jinx did more than Sana, Tristana, and Kindred combined pretty much. So that's
Yeah,
the
that's
numbers we're looking at, and yeah, Baber just had a completely free game, sadly enough for us. And yeah, as I was saying before we jumped into this graphic, that if anything, this is better to happen now than in the playoffs. So I think it's fine to drop a game or two because again, ULTRALIGA is on a lot higher of a level, and every single team is a threat. There is no weak team. There are weaker teams, but there's no weak team. And I feel like that's it's pretty okay that this happens now because you can just be taken as a lesson going forward and looking at the more important games that are gonna come at the end of the split.
I mean, that's true. We have a lot of games to play. We are 4-2. We are third place now, I think, or maybe we are even for the second place. I'm not sure. But yeah, there is a lot of games to be played, and it's good to have this in mind that you can still lose. That and maybe sometimes it's even good to try something new and see if you can fit some other playstyle as well. This game was quite unfortunate, but we go on.
Yeah, it's gonna be better. Hopefully, we're gonna see who's gonna give the interview as well. And what's gonna happen as well there. I think we're about to get the news of who's giving the interview on the ULTRALIGA channel. So hopefully, we're gonna be seeing that as well. I always kind of hope that it's somebody in English, just because it's more fun when you can understand it as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that most of the things. I mean, I kind of hope that we're gonna get some insight that we didn't see. Just maybe talk about maybe the draft, maybe why the Senna so early. Maybe they knew that the Vladimir is gonna get picked and swapped. But yeah, I guess maybe we're gonna get the info of who's gonna give the interview for us as well. Not really sure if you have to wait for a Baber's interview, but I don't really think so.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can listen. It's in English till we get our interview.
Sure.
I had in my body after the pentakill. Holy shit, it was amazing.
Yeah, and no wonder, because that was an amazing finish of yours, of not so amazing game. Tell me, what was going through your mind, not during the pentakill itself, but since the beginning of the game, since the very upsetting start of yours?
I mean, obviously the first minutes was pretty tough, but we knew when we would get to 3 items, we would win. And around that Baron, I think we also felt a bit pressured. But when Warden stole the Baron, it was such a relief because I think we kind of knew we would win. We would win from there. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you had a lot of gold on the map to take, right? Because not a lot of towers were taken by you guys in the early game. So that's why the Baron was such a good comeback for you guys, right? There was a lot of gold to take from the map. What do you think about the team comp? Because obviously the draft was insane from one side and from the other side, and we have Ornn middle against Tristana. What was supposed to happen with the picks? What was their guys' plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had the Jinx prepared. Also, we thought that they might pick it. And then when we got it, we kind of needed some frontline, and we already had the Lulu on support. And we think, or we thought, I guess, that Ornn would be the right fit for us since we already had Viego, so we had a stable front line, and then we had Vladimir to, kind of bully the backline and go kill the center and so on. So
Okay,
I would
so it
kind of
wasn't
be
like a
allowed to free hit.
specific pick that we're taking Vlad against Lilia, right? It was just this is good for our team comp.
Yes, exactly. It was kind of a flex pick. Yeah, we were flexing the Ornn.
So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask questions because I'm right next to a believer who was the only one to predict Goskilla winning against Zero Tenacity. He's celebrating points in his prediction sheet. I actually have 0 points for that because I wouldn't believe Goskilla would go 3 wins in a row. After, let's be honest, a false start. It was tough, of course. You had not your original mid laner in the first place, but yet we see development from Goskilla. And next week is Iron Wolves, and you are also facing, let me make sure, Iron Wolves and Illuminar Gaming. They are both rising and strong teams. Do you feel you can go 2-0 in the next week and continue your win streak to 5 wins in a row?
Yeah, I surely believe that. I think we have no plan of stopping right now. I mean, we just beat Tenacity, and I think as of now they look like a stronger team than the two others you just mentioned. So I definitely believe we will continue winning from now on. Yes.
So let me ask a bonus question. Was it a first timing of Ornn from Flatty, because he looked really good, but was he surprised he will play this game as Ornn at mid lane?
I mean, yeah, it kind of was, yes.
Wasn't prepared, wasn't
That's
planned.
what we want to hear.
Yet you managed to scrap a win, so bonus points for you.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
way.
my teammates are really good.
I mean, that's definitely true, especially after today's showing. And after today's showing, I would like to pick your mind a bit about Zero Tenacity, in specific, and your view of the league right now. Since yesterday we were very quick to announce Zero Tenacity as the second power in ULTRALIGA. They're so good. They won versus Illuminar, yada yada yada. And do you feel like after winning versus Zero Tenacity, now you're that second strength in ULTRALIGA?
I mean, I think that's a bit too early to say, but I'm pretty sure that Tenacity is also very good, since they're actually one of the teams that does a lot on the map compared to some other teams here. But for us to be the second best team in the league right now, I mean, I think we will see in next week. If we go 2-0 next week, I think I'm confident saying that.
Okay. Let me grapple really quick questions. Any updates on your bootcamp? We've heard during the interviews you are planning one. Is it still on the table?
Yeah, I know Goskilla has 2 houses in Switzerland. So in next month, I believe we will go to Switzerland to game. So yes, it's coming.
Give me one of them. Why do you need 2? Like, I could have my family in Switzerland in one of your gaming. Sounds nice, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that sounds great. That the organization has such a great backing.
That's
and
true,
the
Baber, and
possibility.
definitely you're looking forward to that boot camp as a whole with your team and seeing your teammates finally, right? Because you are the only player that's left from the old roster from Season 7. And wrapping it up, tell me, who do you want to shout out right now after that convincing win versus Zero Tenacity and also getting that sweet, sweet pentakill?
I mean, yeah, yesterday it was the Polish fans. I think today I'm going to shout out my teammates and the staff behind, because we are working really hard for this. And also shout out to Warden for stealing that Baron. It was insane.
Yeah, definitely, and definitely deserved shout out both for your team, staff, and for Warden too. Thank you.
Hello,
so
hello.
much, Baber, and wish you good luck during your next games and more
Let's
pentakills
see.
to come.
And we can set up the actual interview window. If you can just turn your cam. Perfect. Let me just fix this real fast. Maybe Gaca can take a question while I chop the window on Discord.
Okay. Klaar, Nachu.
Oh, hey, so we started. How am I?
Yeah.
Not the best. I mean, after getting out drafted like this, it's a bit hard and tough.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about draft. I mean, it was kind of good for them. They expected that Annie, they banned Annie. We had to ban Victor. They picked Thorn into 3 marksmen, but I still think the game was winnable before that.
Yeah, of
Baron
course.
was.
Like they stole Baron when we had like 3 or 4 kills. So
Your mic is like
oh,
catching the Rio and the ring behind.
maybe it's
Maybe it's using the webcam mic. I'm not
I think
actually
it's
sure.
I think it's webcam mic.
oh
Maybe you can check on Discord
wait.
to.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Voice. Teddy, do you know how to change mic? Because I think the camera mic is picking up.
Go to settings
Input or output?
and input
It's
input
input, yeah.
input device.
Which one is mine? This one's mine? Yes. Oh, okay.
And now it's good. Now
there
it's
we
good.
go.
Now it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah. I mean, I think the game was still fine, even though the draft was really, really hard to execute. We had this lead, which, and still, like, even though we had this lead, they stole this Baron. And yeah, it is what it is. Later on, we had our win con, which we, in my opinion, didn't recognize. Last split, we talked about it, like a lot, how to do with such situations when you're losing fight like this and it's impossible to team fight. And in this game, we kind of forgot how to deal with it. So this is actually good. Refresh of some concept, which doesn't appear too often, but now this appeared and we didn't know how to deal with it. We should have played with side lane more, with shadowing more. They had 1 TP on Ornn, and Ornn was full armor items. We had Lilia. We had Tristana who melts turrets. We should shadow more and just pressure side lane and avoid fights, split them, force them to split. And we didn't. We were just waiting for them to engage, and we were counting on somehow winning the fight. But yeah, still the draft was really bad. I know it.
Yeah, it's fine. But I have one more question. Why didn't you swap the lanes when they picked our mid? I mean, I think that. What do you think if Tris would be better into Vlad and to play Lilian?
No way. Like Trist has free prio, delivers setup and pressure for both side lanes. She has free prio. She took a lot of plates, and as you saw, Lilia was winning Vlad as well, especially after getting first blood. Laning was good.
Okay, Shina, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually look a little bit at next week as well. You guys have 2 matches, of course. Now one is gonna be against Eska, and another one is gonna be against Devils. And clearly, this season Eska looking a lot weaker than the previous split. Clearly, however, Devils, they are popping off a little bit. I would say they're looking a little bit stronger. So how do you feel your odds are against those 2 opponents?
You sure you have a proper schedule? Wait, let me check. I think we
hope so,
play.
but they might have swapped. Yeah.
I'm checking. Wait a second. We're playing Forsaken and Eska, not Devils.
Oh,
Forsaken and
okay. So it's swapped on because I'm still using Wikipedia because that's kind of my.
No, there might be some mistakes.
Okay, so Forsaken then and Eska. Forsaken, well, a little bit weaker than Devils, but still 2 kind of an easier
Forsaken
opponent.
weaker than Devils, you think?
Well, I mean, currently we're gonna see. I mean, if you disagree, feel free to let us know because I kind of want to know what you feel.
Forsaken has a lot of good players, and the quality on each role is much higher than in Devils 1 and in SK. The only problem is like they don't have a coach and they're like group of friends, very experienced and I would say really good as a players, but they don't have a coach and their drafts are really, really bad. If you take a look on their drafts, they haven't had playable draft yet. So I think everyone is getting fake info about it. They can learn how to draft or just practice one style on scrims, for example, for next week. And this team will be much harder than SK, Devils 1, and many others. And even maybe Illuminar. They can be stronger than Illuminar even because of what players they have. They just purely cannot draft. That's for sure. I think this is the biggest issue with this team so far.
I see. So you believe that in that game in particular, actually, both your job and of course all the assistant staff as well can make that big of a difference because you have that power, or you are that power that Zitan has that Forsaken, at least for now, don't have. Of course, they might get a coach at some point.
Yes, I mean, we are not a team who relies only on drafts, right? No matter what draft you get, sometimes you can witness Ornn being flexed to mid, and you still need to deal with it. Sometimes drafts are not going well, but the point is to be able to find a solution for each draft and for each situation in the game. Yeah, that's for sure. Like, I mean, I'm just thinking if what will happen and how Forsaken will look when they can get when they get decent draft. I think they might be much stronger than they showed so far. That's all. And it will be even harder because of how it looked until now. It will be even harder to prepare draft against them because I really don't expect they will play Action top with Renata bot lane, zero tank, zero space creator, zero engage. So it will be really, really hard to predict what they will prioritize because I really expect them to change something to improve in drafting. It will be the hardest preparation, I think.
Yeah, I mean, as I believe, was it Scar or PewDiePie that mentioned that ages ago that it's really hard to know what your enemy is going to do when they're not really sure what they're doing themselves, and at least as far as the draft goes. But jokes aside, I have one last question here, and they're just looking at the bigger picture, of course, looking at Rogue as well that got, we could say, a pretty strong reinforcement as well, and you guys going to bootcamp in Korea. How do you feel your place is relative to the previous season in ULTRALIGA now? Like, do you feel like you have a better odd of taking it down the line? Of course, it is still, pretty far down the line, but still, the way you see it now, do you feel like Z10 is in a better spot this split than the previous one?
We fixed a lot of issues we had last split. Now we are kind of refreshing some stuff, as I mentioned on the start. This game we should have went for a concept which we knew and we used many times last split, but for now we forgot about it, didn't even consider it comms-wise. And we had a lot of examples like this on the start of the off-season after Korea Bootcamp has finished, that we found out that we are forgetting some stuff. So we just needed to refresh them. We added some new concepts. We are for sure stronger than in the spring. Also, I think guys individually are showing much better. You don't see that many mistakes. I mean, little small details which are going wrong, and we are getting punished for. We actually started with it. I was very scared after game one that the story is, repeating, because actually versus Ago, they kind of started their snowball after Teddy made a really small mistake with his E. So they were crashing a wave with, I don't know what was the support, but he played on Zaya. And Promiscu played Leona, and I don't remember ADC of Ago. I mean, what champ was there. But just after Zaya used E to clear the wave, and Promiscu noticed he doesn't have E, he instantly went in, and it was pure mistake that he used this E. He should keep it in case Leona goes in, and they would win 2-4-0 if this happens. Once he used his E, we got 0-2. And I was scared that once again story is repeating and we will suffer from small mistakes on lanes. But the next 4 games showed, including this one, showed that it's not the case anymore, and we are much better, much more confident. And this is how probably Korea Bootcamp is showing up.
Yeah, does make perfect sense. And I want to just wish you the best of luck in the upcoming matches, of course, and hopefully we're going to see you soon in the gaming house as well. So, Nahu, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
I mean, yeah, like we said,
Yeah.
I mean, he said the same thing. He knows what happened. He knows he's the coach. And yeah, I mean, that was a good interview. We got a lot of info. And yeah, I mean, he's right about the mistakes. Only the first game. we had like big mistake on bot. After that, we had some really good plays on 2v2 on bot and everything. But yeah, this game was quite unfortunate. He said that also when he came on Discord, he managed to. I mean, he said like the draft was bad, and we could have win this game. But yeah, we learn from mistakes, and this will help us to win next games. I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. So guys, that's gonna be about it for this broadcast. Of course, if you did not, make sure you hit that follow on Twitch, follow us on YouTube as well, and we're gonna see you on Trovo in an hour and a half or so. So yeah, see you guys later, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Bye.
But we got sticks for real. We looking out for the opposition. We don't do this for mass appeal. Don't make me blast it still. I put in work, no fly in the mirror. They want me to lose, but I can't. Mama, shut like a